Yes, sir. What's poppin'? Show boy, the boy Henry Heck back at it again with another video, and I had just wrapped up Monster Hunter Wilds on top the Portal, and it was an awesome experience. A truly great game. It really lived up to the hype 100%. There's really no negatives about this game. If I have to nitpick, I can name two about the game itself and then one about playing on top of the Portal. First of all, we're just gonna list the one that came along with playing on the Portal, and that was I used the bow inside of this game, and since there's a lot of holding and releasing and holding and releasing and holding and releasing, which you could probably change inside of the settings, but I didn't. But it was a lot of holding and releasing, so I noticed a bit of tension or tightness in my hands and my knuckle area on these two fingers here. These ones. But aside from that, I mean, there might even be a me issue. You know, I'm an older man. I'm going up in age, and I have these working man hands, so they tend to get stressed a bit easy. You know what I mean? Especially with repetitive movements. I don't got the arthritis. You know, I don't got no arthritis, but, you know, that's one thing I did notice. And I also played a little bit with the gun lance, which is traditionally the weapon I main inside of Monster Hunter. But I just want to try something new this time around. But, you know, using the gun lance was really no issue, even though you were having to hold the shield. But I mean, for whatever reason, that didn't bug me as much as the holding and releasing continuously with the bow. As far as negatives about the game, one negative is sometimes I had tended to get caught up in certain areas of I get like hitches or whatever. Not necessarily like a performance hitch, but like a portion of the ground where I feel like I should be able to just walk over or roll over or what have you. I just get stuck on there, and then it'll cause me to get hit, and you know, that's unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. But I would figure with the main hunter character, as agile as he is, he wouldn't be getting caught up on pieces of landscape. And the second thing that if I had to nitpick and complain about something, it would be the tracking. You know, the monsters attacks tracking. But that's not even, none of these things I'm mentioning is a huge thing. I'm just, you know, if I had to nitpick, that's what I bring up. But playing this game on the Portal is like been a dream. I put in 96% of my time of this game on this device right here. And it's just been amazing. This is by far been the best purchase in the last 2 years, including, you know, I'm not gonna say that, but it's been, you know, the best purchase of the last 2 years, gaming wise, for sure. I mean, aside of games, of course. But back to the game, right? The environments have been beautiful. You know, this, even though like not on PC, you know, unless you got it on PC's extremely high settings, you know, that's a different realm. You know, I mean, that's a different realm of graphic fidelity, and you know, you get what you pay for over there. If you got a top tier graphics card, you opt to have top tier visuals, you know. But as far as console wise, and even how it looks on the Portal, excellent. I have no complaints. A lot of the environments where you end up fighting some of the later monsters are just, it's amazing to really just look at. So like when the monster run off to do its little healing and licking its wounds or whatever, you do spin the camera around and just look at the environment and take it all in. Because it looked good. It looked damn good, you know. And then another portion of, you know, the visuals is the hunter, the theme of the weapons, the themes of the armor, the palico, all of that looks great. It looks amazing. And all of the armor sets and different styles of weapon you can craft from the monster pieces look damn cool. All of them look cool. There's no real one that's whack. If I had to pick a whack one, it was probably from and I forget the name of this monster. I only fought it twice, but it's the kind of gorilla hippopotamus looking monster that, you know, throw the doo-doo and fart and burp and all that kind of stuff. The bows you can craft from that character, I mean that monster, It was but the armor set looked damn good, you know. The armor set looked cool. I've not come across a weak looking armor set inside of the game yet, to be honest with you. And this armor set here is, you know, what I end up finishing the game with. And I got my Morpheus shades on, you feel me, with the it don't match the armor. It don't match the armor, but it look cool as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? It look damn good. You know, my Palico rocking the and I'm having a brain fart on forgetting the name on the monster. But he and I are using the same armor sets. Crafted from the same one store or Raffalos. I'll put it inside of in the post production. I'll put it in there because for whatever reason I'm forgetting it right now, you know. But hunting the monsters is been absolute fun. There's really no monster I had too tough a time with. No, there's no real monster I had too tough time with. You know, I mean, I caught once or no. Well, it was a monster I caught it a couple times on. And it was annoying. Can't remember. Anyway, moving on. The sound design is amazing. The music, amazing. You know what I'm saying? These folk over here at Capcom, they do an awesome job with the sound design. They do an awesome job with the music. So I have zero complaints about it whatsoever. The menu, you know, sometimes in like in-game moving about, the maneuvering, the different menus where you have to hold L1 and use square and circle to scroll this and use triangle X to scroll that. At first, it did take some getting used to be honest with you. But, you know, after a few hours, you get used to it and you maneuver in the menus like second nature, you know. And then even when you go to the different vendors inside of the camps and stuff, it's a lot to take in at first, but then over time of looking at it and getting used to what vendor is for what and what vendor is for what and what all you can do, what all is available to you. You know what I mean? You kind of you get used to it. You know what I mean? It's nothing in here where it's just too convoluted or confusing to where you just frustrated and want to put it down. You know, you gonna get a hang of it. You gonna get a hang of it because you're not gonna want to put the game down because the joint is just fun. It's downright fun. You know, like I said, I had the negatives I did have, I had to like nitpick in order just to nitpick, you know what I'm saying? But on regular conversation talking about the game, I won't say nothing. You know, the performance has been pretty solid over this way. I can't really speak to, you know, other consoles or other platforms, what have you. Look on the internet, you'll see what's going on. But over here on PlayStation Nation, we've been pretty solid. And then plus I've logged most of my time on the PS Portal and not had any hiccups, you know. And I even went to one of the homies' houses. He lives like 20 minutes away. Proceeded to beat a few monsters. No issue with this device right here. So it's been a pretty awesome experience on the Portal. If you ain't played it, play it. I highly recommend this game. Everybody highly recommends this game. I don't know any individual who's played this game, beaten it, or even who's just played it and don't recommend the game. I don't know anybody. You know, a lot of people, most people, they just in love with the game. You know what I mean? A lot of people beat the game within the first four days of it coming out. I wasn't able to do that, but you know, I finally wrapped it up today, and it was exciting. The last few fights, super exciting, super epic. And the closing of the storyline was also pretty solid in my opinion. A lot of people didn't really think too highly of Nata, but you know, it's just a little brother character. You know what I mean? It's a little kid, and you know, so little kids are high in emotions, high in reactions. Sometimes they can be annoying. Sometimes they're super curious. You know, sometimes you want to tell them to, you know, shut the fuck up and get in the back seat or whatever. You know, but it is what it is. The character, and for a youth. A young boy, it's pretty on par. They nailed it, you know. But I do understand how some people can find it annoying to deal with in a video game. But as for me, I didn't find it annoying at all. You know, I just took the character for what it was, for what he was, and you know, he solid young man. That's a solid young man right there. You know, he wanted to do the best he can do and be there for his people, and even be there for a certain thing, but sometimes it don't work out how you want it to work out. You know what I mean? Sometimes things happen and it don't go the way you want it to go. But it is what it is. But yeah, the story wrapped up nicely. The bow was wrapped nicely on that joint, you know. Usually, like even in World, I really didn't care too much about the story. The story in this was a lot stronger than in World. I'll say that. It was a lot stronger, and you know, some people just, like I said, some people didn't care for it. I did. It was pretty dope. It's traditional. You know, you fly too close to the sun, shit happens. You know what I mean? Not to spoil anything, but awesome game. Capcom did their thing. Hopefully they continue to update it vigorously, dropping new monsters, old monsters, events, whatever, to keep people coming back. And I think people will continue to come back because this game has been vastly successful. So shout out to them. And yeah, like I said, if you ain't got it, go get it. It's your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. This is my overview of Monster Hunter Wilds on the Portal. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I'm coming.